Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and for taking the time to listen to this information that I have to share with you. My name is Brenda Petru. I've been with doTERRA for 15 years, and we have been so richly blessed by the products that doTERRA has to offer, but also by the financial plan. And that is actually why I'm here, is because I want to share this with you. So, in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you something wonderful. It is so simple. It's a simple concept. It's something that I actually did by mistake the very first month that I was a part of doTERRA. And that's why I want to share it with you. So, at the end of the 30 minutes, you're going to have an opportunity to actually book a call with me or one of my team, and I want you to do that. So, what I'm sharing with you tonight is called the Power of Three. And this is an amazing opportunity for humanitarian entrepreneurship, optimized health and wellness for your family and for yourself, and financial growth and powerful, actually powerful communities. Communities here and abroad, they're bringing positivity and light and happiness and goodness into the world. And at a time in our lives when we can feel just so divided right now. Our discussion here is going to center on one question. Why is doTERRA the solution to the problems that we're facing in our healthcare and in our emotional wellness and our financial wellness right now? And why is doTERRA the difference? And why do you want to start right now? Is it true that in a very short amount of time, you can start to make a significant difference in our lives and the lives of others? The answer is yes. So let me show you. These are the four P's that set doTERRA apart from every other company on the planet: passion, purpose, products, and a pathway that we're going to be talking about tonight. These are the seven founders of doTERRA. They started the company in 2008. These are the people who dared to dream. They put everything they had on the line in order to bring their vision to fruition. They believed in purity, purity of passion, purpose, of products, and of that pathway. They believed there was a better way to do things and that they had a solution that would absolutely change the world. Guess what? It totally has. They have disrupted the industry in amazing ways. We are not just the largest healthcare and health and wellness company in the world today, but in 2023 alone, doTERRA won 18 major, very prestigious awards for their products, their humanitarian work, their impact sourcing models, and their leadership. And it was named the number one best business to work with for women in the world. In the world. In fact, Corey Lindley, one of the founders, said in a Forbes magazine article written a few years ago, "We are empowering individuals and communities with natural solutions for health and well being. Our purpose is just to help people move forward in positive ways, whether it's our growers, our wellness advocates, or our employees. We just want to get along and help people. Our purpose is to heal the world." Such a powerful statement and such a powerful passion and purpose. Corey also said we would become known as the company to be able to get the most people, families, and individuals out of debt. Powerful, right? Are you intrigued about that? I know we're going to talk a little bit more about that as well. With that purpose comes the Healing Hands Foundation, which works to provide hope and healing in communities across the world. Our hope initiatives help prevent, rescue, and restore survivors of human trafficking back to their life. No, back to better than their life, because we really believe in empowering people worldwide to be healthy, safe, and self reliant. And every time you purchase a product from doTERRA, you are actually doing a humanitarian act. So let me show you why. It's because of co-impact sourcing. You see, doTERRA works directly with farmers and harvesters, and that makes a transparent supply chain. And we do that through the co-impact sourcing, which Forbes magazine says is industry disrupting and powerfully effective. doTERRA is the only essential company oil. Sorry, doTERRA is the only essential oil company focused on independent growers and harvesters, which means we don't work with huge farms. We don't contract with huge farms. They want us to, for sure. But instead, we work directly with the farmers in different countries to ethically source essential oils, supplements, and personal care and home care ingredients. And that supports the local communities in that area. So, this co impact sourcing model, which you can see here, on this slide, has a far-reaching effect throughout the United States and all over the world. And doTERRA is able to really impact those communities and individuals in a super powerful way because we're there, and we know these people. That we have more than 300,000 individual growers that we work with. Growers and harvesters literally all over the world. Now these people can go out and they can harvest, they can make an income, and then they can come and help their children. They can keep them in school, pay their school fees, and this keeps their children from being trafficked. So it is wonderful humanitarian work just by providing and lifting the economies in those areas. We are changing the world. One grower, one harvester, one distributor, one essential oil user at a time. So, for instance, Rukin here is pictured at the top. After her husband died, she became the sole provider for her family. So, she harvests lemongrass essential oil for a doTERRA supply chain in India, and that supports her family members, and she's able to send her sons to school. Farmers in India, they might even own only a small amount of farmland, sometimes just a single acre. But what they found is by adding spearmint to their rotation of traditional crops like wheat, potatoes, and corn, they're able to harvest all year round. And that means more income for them and making their land a little bit more profitable. There are so many stories and so many lives that are being lifted and touched by the work that we do with co-impact sourcing because we focus on those small growers and we don't work with those large commercial farms. We want to source the best and help the most. And co-impact sourcing also ensures a better quality of product. And the reason for that is because we can get the product where it grows best in the world, the chemistry is better, and that creates the consistency that we need. And those small scale farmers, they want to work with us because we pay them well and we pay them on time, but we have standards for our oils. They have to pass certain tests in order to be able to be purchased by us. And so this is something else that is just so powerful about doTERRA is because we are so insistent that they be able to pass those tests. They all want to produce for us. They all want to be a part of this. And so they work really hard to learn how to make sure that those tests are going to be passed. And we help with the mentoring in that arena as well. Now, some companies will tell you that their process is better because they control every aspect of the thing. They know exactly what's happening all the way from when they plant that seed in the ground to when they harvest it. But think about this for a minute. What if something goes wrong that year? What if something goes wrong? What if somewhere along the line something doesn't work out? They have invested everything into that. And if somewhere they're testing, if it doesn't meet the standard, like for instance, if we were doing that, we have this high standard of testing, and a lot of companies don't have that. But if it didn't hit, if they weren't able to meet their standards, wouldn't it be super tempting as in an unregulated industry to just say that they did meet the standards and that they were fine and everything is good and keep on purchasing their product? I love this about doTERRA so much because not only are we not, in control of the whole thing, but we are in control of it because we get to decide which products we purchase, which ingredients or oils that we are going to purchase, and they have to pass the test. And it's just that's it, pass or fail. And if they fail, guess what? Those growers can still go and sell it to another essential oil company on the market or a fragrance industry or any of those places as well. So think about that for a second. All right, let me tell you a little bit more about testing. So there was a study at the Rosman University. Dr. Lee and Dr. Talbot decided they wanted to do a study on essential oils, and they didn't tell doTERRA they were doing it. They didn't tell any of the other essential oil companies whose products they were testing. They didn't tell them any of this. But when they shared their findings, they confirmed that doTERRA's essential oils, quote, induced therapeutically relevant signaling pathways in cell growth and rejuvenation, in metabolic health, and healthy inflammatory responses. So basically, they work for the therapeutic things that we say that they work for. They also found that, quote, the effects of doTERRA's essential oils were not replicated by a single major component, and essential oils from different competitors had minimal effects in the same situations, close quote. So that just basically is saying that it wasn't because of a single active ingredient that's inside of one of the oils, and also that the competitors' products didn't stack up to that. The research indicated that the quality of essential oils is a combination of chemistry and biochemistry, and that the biochemical analytics are required to fully assess the quality of essential oils, meaning we Test, right? Testing. And that, my friends, is the doTERRA difference. Now, the way that we test, we are it's every oil, every time, every batch. Like we make sure that all of those things and all of them go through, I think it's around 52 tests to make sure that because it's really big business to adulterate essential oils, especially now where everybody knows about them and they want to have them, but they are worried about, whatever. They think that they cost too much or whatever. And I'm going to show you how they don't for us as well. Now, consistency, that's what happens when you test, when you have a standard, then you're going to get that consistency. And it matters because, again, we are working in a very heavily unregulated industry, so not regulated at all. And it matters because what we're finding is that statistically significant amounts of products on the market are contaminated with toxins that are harmful to the human body. That is significant. We want to make sure that that doesn't happen, and that's why we choose doTERRA because our products are so amazing. So, over the last 15 years, my husband Tim and I have been able to see and work with many, many people who have come to doTERRA with a lot of different health and emotional needs. They might be physical needs or mental stress, emotional inflammation, pain in their body, or even just something like sleep, right? Maybe they're looking to improve their metabolism or get it back on track. Maybe they're looking for better health care for their family. Maybe they're trying to just remove toxins. They just want things to be more clean and less toxic in their own, environment. And maybe like in our family, when we were introduced to doTERRA, they just have chronic and recurring sore throats, respiratory infections, or tummy troubles and issues, and they can't stay out of the pediatrician's office for more than 3 weeks. Ugh, those days were really, really rough. My husband even named one blend the marriage saver. So the doTERRA process is so powerful because the products that we have are so effective and they are so pure. And you can choose the products that provide solutions for what you need in your life. We have wellness products, we have nutrition products, we have oils and blends, and we have education to teach you all about how to use those. We have personal care products, and then we have cleaning products and home care products, skincare products. Like you name it. Like we have so many products and it's so, so good. So you get to choose what you need right now for the people you love the most in your life and yourself. And then you just set those solutions on repeat. And that is actually what puts you on the path. And what really shapes the doTERRA difference is that we don't expect anyone to do this alone. So you don't have to go in and look at the website and try to figure out what you need because you get to talk to me or one of my teammates and because of our business model, actually, that person to person direct sales, everybody who comes into doTERRA has a support person that they can call, and they also have an entire community of people that will help them to know what is going to work, what will be helpful, what's going to make a huge difference. And they're willing to walk with you through that process while you figure out for your family exactly what it is that you need. Plus, when you join the Abundantly Healing team, we market online for you. And we place people underneath you so that you can earn while you learn more about the products that you are using. We help you earn a second income without a second job. So if you're looking for powerful solutions for your health and your wellness, for community, connection, for hope and help in your personal life, or a marriage saver, right? Or in your healthcare, with your emotions, with your relationships. I did say marriage saver, with your finances. This is what we're here to talk about, the power of three. So let's talk about it. Did you know that right now, 75% of Americans are putting the necessities of life on a credit card? These high interest predatory lenders are helping provide temporary solutions where they're really just robbing Peter to pay Paul. 9 out of 10 Americans, 90% of us are carrying balances on high rate credit cards right now. So, credit card debt, what does that tell you? It means we're in a desperate situation. We're not able to provide what is needed at a statistically alarming rate in this country and actually even across the world because economies are showing exactly the same signals that people need powerful solutions. So I have a lot of people who will say to me, yes, Brenda, absolutely. I want to provide for my family and myself. I want all of these wonderful products that doTERRA has. I really want to change our lifestyle. I want to change our situation, but I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to start and I can't afford it. Well, I am here to tell you, you cannot afford to not make the changes and rid the toxic thought processes and products out of your life and start to change everything significantly through the pathway that doTERRA has provided. A lot of our customers will come in, they start using our products and they love them and they will continue to purchase them forever because they love them so much and they work for the things that they have come to look for and find, and they've got those solutions. However, most of the people who come into doTERRA are like I was. I bought my first order and I cracked the lids open because I was worried that my husband, who I'd only been married to for 3 years, would make me return something purchased. He was not that kind of a husband. I didn't really know that yet. I mean, we were 3 years in, but we had 8 children and it was very, very chaotic and very busy. So, my goal at that very beginning time was to never have to talk about whether or not we were going to purchase those oils in our family budget meeting. I didn't want to discuss it. And so, the way that I wanted to solve that was simply to have doTERRA pay me enough to cover that order. Well, guess what? I'm sure that you guys are here on this particular recording listening to this because you are interested in learning how to earn an additional $1,500 every single month, right? And maybe you want to earn even more than that. And we'll talk about that too. Is there anybody here who doesn't want to understand a simple pathway? Rising by lifting others, you can change your future, you can set yourself free, you can provide absolutely free natural health care for yourself and for the people that you love most. And also that little bit of extra financial wiggle room every month to help maybe pay down debt and get yourself into a better place. Of course, you want to know how to do that. So, this is where the power of three comes in. And how it works is very, very beautiful. It's built on a pathway that absolutely demands the best of us. So you can be a product user and you can have all the wonderful experiences of getting your health back online, of getting your emotions back online, or even saving your marriage. But doTERRA, when they set up the company, they did it so smart. They knew that people would need to be introduced to essential oils and they would need a community to be able to learn this information. Not because the information is new, because it has nearly been lost over the years where we have chosen more modern approaches to healthcare. And this information is making a comeback. So, what they did is they made a pathway that rewards everyone who shares with others, and then we all rise together. So, in the next 90 days, this pathway that I'm going to show you in less than 15 minutes that I have left is very simple and it's going to provide health and wellness, community and connection, education and support, financial relief, and impact and change. You're going to make a real difference in your life and also in the lives of others that you invite to step through this doorway of freedom with you. Because that's really all that boils down to. It's this decision, right? To be free, free from the thoughts that we are stuck in, free from the limiting beliefs that what we are dealing with right now is going to last forever, free from literal financial debt, from actual physical and emotional ailments that many people have been led to believe are just going to be part of their life forever. If you are looking for free, you are in the right place. So, step one is very, very simple. All right. Step one in the power of three just starts with you. You set up your personal 150 PV order or point value, we call that. It's about $200 of things that you're going to be swapping out some of the things that you're already buying. You're going to get better quality, tested, wonderful products that are going to work for you and your family. And then you're going to put that on repeat. So by the 15th of every month, you'll have that order starting to come again. And then find three friends who are looking for a pathway to freedom and help them to do the same thing. Now, when those three friends do the same thing that you just did, figure out what they need, set it up to run each month on or before the 15th, then you're going to receive every single month that this works a $50 bonus. That means you have a residual income now of $50. And this is the part that I did on accident at the very beginning of my time with doTERRA not want to build a business with doTERRA. I was not interested. I was so busy with my family, but I loved the products and I wanted them to be a part of my life. So, what did I do? Well, first of all, I started telling everyone about them. I told my sister, I told another sister, I told my mother, I told my friends. I ended up having a little get together at my home because these solutions were so fantastic and people were very curious about it. Now, $50, right? I get this $50 check from doTERRA and I'm like, what do I do with this? And did I really sell this much product? I don't know if I really earned this much of a bonus. Well, now before you say, whoop-de-doo, Brenda, that's not a lot of money, I want to ask you, do you know how much money you would need to have in an interest-bearing account paying you 5% interest to get a $50 monthly payout? $12,000. Do you have $12,000 in a bank account right now paying you every single month? Maybe you do. But if you're here watching this recording, I bet you're looking for some more. You want to either get more money into that account or you want to have the effect of that account as quickly and easily as possible. So I want you to think about this. Which one would be easier or faster? Coming up with an additional $12,000 that you don't need right now and putting it in a 5% interest bearing account, or finding three people who feel that call to freedom just like you do and helping them to start on this journey with you. Now, and because we are doing advertising for you here at Abundantly Healing, you can earn while you learn how to use your products. And we bet you're going to want to share the things that you learn with those that you love. You probably already know three people who believe in this vision and are ready to pass through this power of three doorway with you to earn $50 every month for the rest of their lives, too. But why stop there? When you help your three friends turn around and do the same thing, you just help them find people who can't keep their mouths shut when they find something that really makes a difference. That was how I was. People who are looking for other people to help. People who are looking for people who need hope. These are the people that you're looking for. You're inviting them to come and join you on this amazing journey. And these are the types of people that are naturally drawn to doTERRA. And then they will get the leads and the benefits that we are advertising for as well. Or maybe you met them because we introduced you to them since they found us through advertising like you did. But then when you get these three people and you help them get three more people, your original three friends are now going to be getting that residual $50 every month. It's like you helped them get their own $12,000 in the bank. And now your $12,000 account, so to speak, expands to paying you $250 a month as a monthly bonus. Now, if you were waiting for your bank account to grow enough to pay that much interest, you would have to grow that account to $60,000. That would be a lot of $50 a month before you would get to that amount. And of course, you'd have to not need that money for anything else except for paying you because you just need it to sit there and pay you that money. Do you see how generous this plan is? Now, if you were to do this in the next 30 days, this, I'm meaning help your three friends, if you were to do it in the next 30 days, help your three friends help their three friends in the next 30 days. Then, so 60 days, right? So 30 days you help three people, and then they help three people in the next 30 days. And you can do it faster if you want. Then you would have created a residual $250 of income that would be yours to claim forever for the rest of your life, every month that you walk through this doorway with your friend and their friends together. That's not even the best part because that $250, it doesn't just completely cover the cost of most people's 150 PV orders. But remember, I didn't want to have to talk about it every month as something that we might be cutting out of our budget so that now we'd have a little bit of extra financial wiggle room. Right. So that situation is now a reality for you as well. You don't have to talk about it because doTERRA is basically paying for itself. And you have that little bit of extra financial wiggle room when you're at that $250 amount. But a little bit is not actually what you came here for, right? What you're really looking for is abundance. And actually, that's why we named our company with doTERRA Abundantly Healing, because we want abundance. When your three people that you bring in with you through the power of three help their three people to earn their $50 bonus by helping, you guessed it, right? We can all say it together by now, just three more people, right? When your three people help their three people help three people, right? You're following that? In 90 days, you will have cultivated for those nine friends of your first three friends a $50 residual income. Your first three friends are going to be getting that $250 residual income, meaning that every month they continue to support and help those people through the doorway of health with doTERRA they will receive that $250 bonus, completely covering their cost of their products. Plus, they'll have a little bit extra. And your $250 bonus will now expand again to a $1,500 residual bonus every single month that you help your people walk through this doorway. And yes, you heard and read that right. It's $1,500, and that's an additional $18,000 every year. And yes, I did do the math for you again. If you wanted to have enough money in the bank to pay you $1,500 each month, how much would it be? $360,000 in the bank in a savings account that you didn't need for anything else, paying you 5%. So ask yourself, which one is easier to do in the next 90 days? Earn and save $360,000 or start changing the world by finding three people who need these same kinds of solutions for their families. Now, I know this sounds really, really good, but what I'm going to tell you the best part about this, okay? The very best part about this is that you have done, when you build this thing out, you have 39 households' lives that you have changed completely just by giving them hope and help with the products that are pure, they have ethical sourcing, purity of product. It's not adulterated in any way, pure in their potency, pure in the way that they actually work in our human bodies. 39 households are going to have solutions to healthcare problems that they didn't have before. They're going to have the best, most powerful products on the planet. And even more than that, now they're going to be in a community of like minded individuals who are moving forward in this positive, incredible, loving way. But guess what? You're not responsible for bringing those 39 people through the doorway by yourself. Your responsibility is just to help yourself through the door and then turn around and help three more people that have a heart like you, who have a need like you, and who want to make a difference like you. And when you help those three people, their only responsibility is to bring themselves through the doorway and turn around and find three more. Same thing. And the goodness just goes on and on and on like this. It is so, so simple. And you can do this multiple times. In fact, I've done this and I've helped many people on my team to do this already. And in the next 90 days together, I am committed to helping you to make $1,500 residual power of three income. But you know where the real joy comes in? When those three people are receiving that $1,500 residually, those first three friends that you brought in, about the emotions and the kinds of feelings and sensations that you would experience if not only you were receiving the $1,500 each month by just using the best products that are available on the planet, but also your three friends that you loved enough to bring into this doorway. Now they're getting that $18,000 raise this year too. Let me tell you something. Last year, doTERRA's collagen supplement won the #1 prize for the best collagen supplement available on the market. Number one, our sun care product won the worldwide award for the most innovative sun care product, the cleanest sun care product on the market. And we're using these products and many others like it in our households, and they're making a difference. And then we are receiving income from helping other people to also use these products in their households. And then we get to watch other people receive incredible income, mind blowing income, not just the power of three income, because that's just one of the 5 ways that doTERRA pays us, but actually mind blowing, just liberating income by helping other people. And it all comes down to the power of three. Finding three people who want to walk through that doorway together, who want to make the world a better place. I'm sitting here right now in a place of gratitude, not just for what doTERRA has provided for me and my family, which has been amazing and truly liberating for us, but because I know what it feels like to stand in a grocery store with a cart full of groceries that your family desperately needs and have your bank card decline. I know how it feels to stand in the aisle and look and have to decide, do I need milk or diapers more this week? I don't know. And I wish I could figure out how to get both, but I can't get both. And you know how paralyzing that can feel. I know how that feels. I know how that feels. And I know what it feels like to cry yourself to sleep because you're panicking because you don't have enough and you don't know how you're going to pay for the rent next month. I know how it feels to be a single mom of 4 little kids and really no home. Thankfully, friends took us in so we didn't have to sleep on the streets or in the van. I know what it feels like to have a need for healthcare solutions that you've been seeking so long for yourself and the people that you love and your children, they're not available, or maybe they don't even exist. I know what it feels like to believe that the pain and the problems that you are facing right now will never end, and to feel so broken and so alone and absolutely ruined, and like there's no way out, to have no light at the end of the tunnel. So why doTERRA? Why now? Because doTERRA is the light at the end of the tunnel. You go find three people who are looking for a light at the end of their tunnel and show them how to find them. Show them where it is, and make sure they're the kind of people who won't be able to keep it to themselves, but will immediately want to send this recording, this pathway, this idea to other people so that they can help three people who will want to help three people who will want to help three people. Is there anyone here who's in such a difficult place that they genuinely believe that they can't help three people? Maybe you are feeling this way. I did at the very beginning, and that is why we also are advertising and getting the word out as well to help you to get started. Come in, share it with just three people, and we will also be placing customers we find into your organization. And all we ask is that you fall in love with the product, become a part of our community, jump in and start learning about solutions and start to create incredible change for good in our world. Now, look at this chart. This is the average annual commissions paid out to doTERRA's leadership ranks last year. This is real. My family and I have been at the gold level for the past 10 years, providing that easy second income without a second job. It's customers who make this possible. I got to be a stay-at-home mom and still have that second income, but not a lot of work going out with that. This is freedom. And the most beautiful part of doTERRA, you're not going to be alone, because we are once you come through this doorway, we are here. You're going to be supported by wellness advocates who are advocating for a better life and a better world and a better way. One drop, one household, one person, one light at the end of the tunnel at a time. You are going to be helped and supported, but for you to do that, you have to change your mind if you're going to change your life. Before I found doTERRA, or even before I left my ex-husband, I didn't know how to change my thoughts. There was a man who was trying to help me, and for 2 years, he called me every few months and we talked about business. I'd had an incredible experience with a healthcare product that he sold, and he thought I would be amazing at selling it. And he would have been right, except that I was so broken in my mind. I was so emotionally shattered with everything that I had been going through and what I was continuing to go through, that I just wasn't making it. But he continued to call me pretty faithfully for a couple of years. And I'll never forget the last time he talked to me, he said to me, "Brenda, the life that you are living is the life that you have built. It's the life that you have chosen. And whether or not you like this choice is not the point. The point is that you have built and grown the life that you have chosen. So if you don't like what you've chosen, you're going to have to change your thoughts so that you can change it." And that was the last time I talked to him, because I was very, very offended to think that I had done this, what, on purpose? I was the one who had made this terrible mistake, and I'd done it all on purpose. But no, what he was telling me was that I had to change the thoughts in my mind so that I could build something better. If I had the power to create this mess, I also had the power to clean it up. He was right. I had to change my thinking in order to change my life. I had to start believing in myself and my ability, not just to take care of me, but also to help others. You have to believe in yourself and in your ability, not just to help yourself, but to help other people to change their lives. And you have to put yourself on a deadline, because everyone needs help right now. And if that is the part that you're unsure of, you're in good company. I thought for years that I wasn't doing the business right because it was so simple. It was almost passive. It took me a long time to embrace the fact that what I had been blessed with wasn't just luck. It was because I said yes to the people underneath me who asked me to help them to build a business. Now I've been working with some incredible new teammates to create that same opportunity for you to basically relax into riches simply by taking care of your own family and saying yes to those who come into your organization. Say yes to your friends by sharing this recording with them. It's simple. It's so simple. It's as simple as figuring out your highest needs, your highest priorities in your household, and setting up your order of 150 PV to meet those goals and needs. Have it run every single month on the 15th of the month, and then turn around and find three people who believe in this vision for themselves and for others too, and invite them to do the same thing and watch in awe and wonder how, like throwing a stone into an absolutely still lake, this makes ripple after ripple after ripple of change. All right, so it's time to step through the door. Use this QR code to book a call with me or one of my team, and we can make that customized plan for you based on what it is that you need and that your family needs. Once you have your order coming, I'll show you how to find that link so you can share this information with others and start building your organization. And when your friends book with me, because they're getting this QR code too, I'm going to ask them how they heard about it, and I will make sure that you get the credit. So get yourself set up first and then share this recording with anyone you want to, including anyone whose life that you think it will change. Thank you so much for joining us in this important conversation. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. Believe in yourself, believe in this company, believe in this community. Come and join us and help us to change the world one drop, one person, one family, one community at a time.